Hello, hello. I am back with my very messy grid paper. I hope you're getting on okay. We're going to do the last card and we're going to do the gift tag, I think, as well. So, this is the crumb cake one with the wood. I just thought the wood grain, this is from the In Good Taste papers. I use these this week in coffee and card as well. It does go with everything. So you need this piece of shimmer and then the crumb cake, and then you've got a piece of the braided linen trim. And for this one, this is the card that I've done. And this time I'm gonna ink the whole thing. Now it's completely up to you whether you want to ink the whole thing or not. If you still want to have the pale bottom bit, you can, but I'm going to do the whole thing. So I'm starting with the mint again. Now if it goes a bit wrong, then you can always turn it over. We can use the emergency side, yeah? So I'm going to do the mint in the middle. Okay, so I've done my mint there. Now the Bermuda is the one that really is quite dark. So I'm going to start this. I'm not going to re-ink it from before. And look, that's got a lot of ink still left on it. A lot of ink. Obviously, we're working with a smaller piece of card as well. So it's not going to take as long. This is actually probably going to be quite a quick class. I didn't realise I'd whip through these as quickly as I have done actually. So I'm working with the Night of Navy now, building it up. Ooh, a bit much there. And then I'm going to come back in with the Bermuda. Ooh, just a bit. Because I do prefer it a bit more Bermuda-y than I do navy. Or maybe not that much. So let's rub that hard. Don't put as much on as I just did. Oh well, look, that can be like, that's like a bit of a Northern Lights or a Borealis area, whatever they call it. It looks a bit like that actually. It looks at, there's a planet up there on that bit. So there we've got a nice effect, yeah. And I'm going to do the flicking, but I think I'm going to try it with a brush again this time. So if you've got an aqua brush, squeeze it so the water's, oh, it just jumped out of my hand. Squeeze it so, I've not got much water left. So the water's coming through, it's on my hand there, can you see? So that there's plenty of water on the end of the, and I'm just going to try and keep it to the top. Oh, I'm not squeezing enough. Or you could pop it in there, in your glass. Oh, yeah, that's good. I've got a bit at the bottom. And then I'm going to pop the kitchen roll over it again. I feel like if you peel it off, it's like waxing your legs then. You've just peeled it off like someone was waxing. Oh, look at that. That's cool. That's really cool. I hope you like that effect. I've got a little random one there, but that's all right. It's handmade. At the end of the day, it is handmade card. It is a handmade card. So I'm going to take the same stamp. I love this tree stamp. I've not been really adventurous and used the other stamps in this set yet. So I'd love to see if you do and what you do with them. Now, I might actually, obviously it's a narrower piece, so have a look at what trees you can, they just do fit in nicely there. So those sort of a group of those trees fit nicely there, look like that. And then I'm going to use the Merry Christmas because the other two stamps are far too wide for this piece of card. There we go. Really chuffed with that. Really chuffed with that. Okay, so while that's just sort of drying a little bit, I'm going to stick my... Oh no, you need to tie your linen thread round first. Now, don't overthink tying this thread because it's not like using ribbon. So don't overthink it too much. I am doing it upside down, but I tend not to do the old bunny ear thing. I'm just going to go like that and round and through. Like that. And then I'll see what it's like. Yeah. And then I'll tighten that up a bit. You don't have to put the twine on if you don't want to. It's up to you. It's your card. I have given you quite a bit extra there. Okay, what I'm going to do now is stick it down onto my card. Make sure when we're gluing down and you've got like twine around it like this, just make sure that you're making it stick round where the twine is at the edges, because sometimes it sort of wants to peel back. Where's my card? Right, it's the right way up. So what I mean by that is just press it extra carefully around the, you know, there where the twine is. And you can trim that. In fact, let me grab my scissors and do that now. Okay, so that's ready for our... I do love these wood papers because they do go with everything. And then I'm going to... Now, I haven't made a tag. I did the tag as a little extra. So I've nothing. I'm just going to just do the same thing, but that's going to stick on there like that. And then I'm tempted, if I were you, to foam pad this up. Because if you glue it down over the twine, it's a little bit tricky. So what I would do is I would do foam pads here and at the bottom. And then I would do one there like that and like that. And then it's up to you how... I think that should be fine. Yeah, let's just go for that. And then pop that over there. And there we have. Oh, I'm really pleased with that. I'm really pleased with that one. Project 4, is that 4? So while I'm on, I didn't finish these two because I was waiting to make sure that they were dry. So I'll glue these on now. And then I can't really do a class and not finish the projects, can I? I think the reason why as well, you'll have probably whipped through these cards today, is that today I've cut most of the things for you. I was very kind and cut them down for you today. Plus it meant the packs were a bit smaller as well. A bit more compact sending out, although I think a lot of you got the extra inks. So those are glued down now and I've got my little pile of cards. And then finally, I've cut this little tag and I've done the top and we can just do the same thing. So just make sure I'm not going to re-ink my sponges. I might just do the top actually and have it snowy at the bottom. So I'm just doing mint macaron at the... Oh, right. Don't do that and bend your... Oh, I had an extra one, didn't I? Let's start again. I was a bit too rough then, so don't do it like that. Be a gentle, Julie. So hold it at the top and the bottom, not like I did it, and crease it all. Now I'm going to not re-ink my Bermuda and see what ink I've got left on there. That's quite nice, really. Look at that. And I'm not going to re-ink the navy. And again, I'm going to go over with that. Right, it needs a bit more Bermuda, I think, but really take a lot off. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to do the flicking now, but I'm going to do the same. I've got the aqua brush in my pot. I don't really want to have really industrial ones this time. There we go. And then we can stamp our big stamp, our massive stamp. We don't need to ink all this up actually, do we? Let's just ink half. Yeah, like that. Oh, perfect. And then hopefully the Merry Christmas will fit in. Like that. Yes, yes, perfecto. So let's close these ink pads up, because an open ink pad makes me feel a bit nervous. Not as much as a glass with a brush in it on my desk full of water. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this filthy grid paper away, and then if you double up the ribbon, so with the loop, push the loop through from the front to the back, open that up, and then put both through. And there you have your tag. Very, very easy tag. So let's put all our projects together that we've done. Let me zoom out. There we go. I don't know where my first one is. Ah, I found it. Let me get the one that didn't have the blob of ink on. So there we have some really cute projects, and I hope that you have learned a couple of new techniques today. I've really enjoyed doing these ones, a little bit different for me. Thank you again to Kylie for the inspiration, and thank you to all of you for joining me on the class. Probably the quickest videos that I've done for classes, but I hope you can have a practice. The shimmer white, I'm going to show you actually where this is. If I can put, oh, it is here in my catalogue. I'm going to show you the shimmer white where it is in the catalogue. It's really good for watercolouring and effects like this, because it's just got a little bit more give for things like that. Now it's not cheap compared to the other card, but it is on page 153, and if you look at A4 cardstock here, it's the first one down actually. Shimmery white, it is £9.25 for 10 sheets, but I allocated you a whole sheet for the class, so you got those two, but you also got a third one, remember, and then I think I had enough left to do these two for you. So you can get 4 cards from one piece. So if you would like any of the products, I will be popping a list of the products that I've used in the description. And I will see you on the next class. Thank you for tuning in, and have a lovely weekend, and please stay safe. Thank you. Bye.